My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and welcome to another interview. Been having these conversations. It started out with the lovers speaking, and then we had an interview with the friends, the best friends of DM. But Spirit saying it's time to talk to DM's dad or male influential figure. So I'm going to have an interview with him. He's here, this mature man. Now, mature doesn't necessarily have to be in wisdom. Could just be in age, chronological age. Okay. So I have a list of questions here, but I have to go with how the interview flows. If he says something, I might need to follow up on it, but I do have my list of questions. Okay. All right. So guys, let's get into this. Spirit said there's a message here for us, so we're gonna see what that is. Okay, I forgot to put a little lotion on my hands. Sorry guys. Alright, let's go. Alright, so first question. I'm sorry, forgive my manners, sir. Welcome. Welcome to my channel, and I'm just honored that you chose to be here. I'm noticing, sir, that you're card number 5, and 5 is about Hierophant. Would you say that you are a traditional man? Would you say that? Would you say you're traditional? Oh my gosh, am I doing this? Would you say that you're a traditional man? You see, this is what I'm saying. I have to go off script because that's not how I plan to go. I'm getting flustered. I think it's flustered. Sorry. Would you say you're a traditional man? We have Temperance in reverse. We have Queen of Swords in reverse. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. And we have the 5 of Swords. So he's saying no, he wouldn't say he's a traditional man at all. He's not a traditional man at all. What is he telling? He is saying he's not a traditional man at all. But Spirit is giving us a message about this gentleman. Spirit is saying that this gentleman is imbalanced. There's some kind of imbalance in this gentleman. This is Temperance in reverse. Could be emotionally, mentally. There's something going on with this gentleman. He is in karmic energy. We have here this Queen of Swords reverse. Now, with the Queen of Swords reverse, which is one of my karmic energies, this is someone who is abusive, particularly verbally abusive. I'm making some connects already just now. Verbally abusive, and someone who wears masks, someone who lies to others, who's deceptive. They project a particular image, but they are unenlightened. Spirit is saying this gentleman is unenlightened. This gentleman has a lot of conflicting ideas, so there's a lot of conflict within, and I think that manifests as a lot of conflict without. And this is a gentleman that likes to play mind games. So this is what Spirit wants us to know about this gentleman. But he's saying he's not a traditional kind of guy. But then if we know that he's not exactly the most upright and forthcoming kind of guy with the truth, then we can't really believe much of what he's saying. Interesting. So we have to use our discernment when this gentleman is replying to us, guys. That's what Spirit is saying. Because he's going to put forth his version of the truth. But we have discernment. Okay? We're going to read between the lines with this gentleman. Alright, so let me see how he's feeling, because this is going to give us a clue. So, sir, how are you feeling being in front here? In the limelight, in this interview. He's in love. Interesting. Alright, we need to break down these cards. He is in love. Guys, this is going so left already. He's independent. That's interesting. So he likes his freedom. I'm hearing that he's in love with himself, but we're going to clarify. He has a lot of insecurities, and I think that's why he wears masks. This is why Spirit gave us that message in the beginning. This is not going as I planned, but this, I'm flowing with this. I'm flowing with this. And we see that he's satisfied. I'm hearing self-satisfied. All right. So let's clarify and see exactly why is he feeling these things and what is meant to tell us. He's in love with whom or what? Oh shit. No. No freaking way. I'm getting two answers here. I'm getting one, he's in love with the karmic, and I'm getting two, he's in love with money. Let's pull another card. This is so effing crazy. Look, it came out again. It's a karmic. He's in love with the karmic. He is in love with the karmic, guys. Yeah, I'm really getting two. He's in love with the karmic and he's in love with money. I'm really getting the two, right? Also again, he might be a little bit of a philanderer. This King of Rods. Wow. Wow. He may have even taken action on his infatuation. This is getting so messy. And he's also quite codependent. This is so messy here. All right. What's this independent card about? All right. So this is a guy who's not committed. If he's in a committed relationship, know that he's not committed to that committed relationship. But most likely he may quite be single, or if he's married, he's pretending to be single. He's living a single lifestyle. Okay? He ain't holding on to nothing. Single lifestyle. He's Peter Pan. He's Peter Pan. Refusing to grow up. He's Peter Pan. Yeah, because he's all about his dick stick. All right. Interesting. And that's because he has a lot of insecurities. Yeah. So we have here someone who has not learned their spiritual lessons in life. We have this Hierophant reverse. Okay, so they're not committed to anyone, not even themselves, this person. So I'm not bad talking to you, I'm just saying what the cards say, okay? Right, they're not committed to anyone, not even their spiritual leanings, not even their own ideologies. They're not committed to themselves, and they're not learning their spiritual lessons. They're just here. They're a liar. They're a pathological liar. But they're trying to find balance in their life. No, they are. Yeah, but they too have abandonment issues. There was some kind of betrayal in their childhood also. I mean, this is how always come up for DM, but now we see how these things get passed on like a generational curse. So this person, they were betrayed in the past as well. So that's why they have this independent streak. That's why they're not committing to anyone. They identify themselves. He's identifying himself as totally independent, not committed to anyone or anything. What's he satisfied about? He's satisfied about the path that he's taken in his life and the decisions that he's made. He's satisfied to be completely closed off from his heart space. And he's quite satisfied with the fact that he's been a provider, a protector, and that he's making money, or he's like financially stable. He's satisfied that he's so guarded. And he's satisfied that he has walked away or withdrawn. He's emotionally withdrawn and detached. Interesting already. So guys, you see why we're doing this. We're already getting the messages. We are seeing the generational, I'm not going to call it a curse in particular. Let's call it a pattern for now. The generational pattern that's been passed on. And all because of someone's insecurities. So his father's insecurities, and it's all been passed on. It's all been passed on. And you know, when we are children, you know, our parents are the fountain of information. Whether they're in our life or not, they teach us powerful lessons about relationships and, you know, life. And we take it on board as the reality of things. But this is just somebody's insecurities manifested. And, you know, it looked like DM took on all these things. He thought this is what a man is supposed to be. We've not even started the reading. All right, so sir, Can I call you DM Senior? I'm going to call you DM Senior. All right, DM Senior, how would you describe yourself? All right, you're an engineer. Okay, so I always get Aquarius vibes or Virgo vibes with this because, I'm saying Aquarius because there's a kind of detachment here. This is, remember Aquarius is Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is someone that's very practical, very analytical, and maybe a little disconnected from their heart space sometimes. Okay, so ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for design and resolution to common dilemmas. So this is someone who's very practical. So he's very practical. That's how he's a very practical kind of guy. He doesn't have time for the kind of fluff of emotions. What else? Okay, we have seeker in reverse. Inability to commit to a path once found. And it's right on the independent card, right? So he's not committing to anyone or anything, right? He's a wanderer. He's a wanderer. We have someone who lives in fear. So they don't know anything about love, okay? They know about fear, and they operate and make decisions out of fear. Sounds like someone we know. And then we have saboteur. So this guy has been sabotaging himself for the longest while. Induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. So this is all about mind games. It's about self-sabotage. It's about, wallowing in your insecurities and allowing your insecurities to dictate your life. Okay, guys. All right. So DM Senior, how would you describe your relationship with DM? For four cards, okay? How would you describe your relationship? We have 8 of Cups. We have 10 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands reversed, and we have the Hierophant reverse. So it seems like, what is he saying here? He's saying at some point there was some walking away. Okay, he withdrew from the connection. Oh, he's saying the connection is kind of drained, kind of strained, and kind of withdrawn. We are a family. I am a provider. I did stress on DM that he needs to provide, and his role in life is that of provider, especially of the material resources. I did tell him about commitment, especially commitment to family. But I also showed him not to get too close or not to commit fully to people and situations. I'm not sure if I can do this in the first person. DM Senior. Alright, so you said that somebody walked away at some point. You saying that you walked away? I'm gonna have to just report this, guys. Yes, there's some kind of family secret that made us very strained. We don't talk about it. We keep it hidden because it'll cause conflict, and it was some kind of betrayal. So you're saying that this relationship with DM has been strained for a long time, and that's because of some betrayal from the past? You betrayed him? Is that what you're saying? Is it that you betrayed him by walking away? Or is there another betrayal? He's saying that there's some betrayal here that makes DM very guarded. What is this? Some kind of mini tower moment that happened between them. And that's the reason why DM is so unhappy. Alright, so there's an issue with the dad. There was some way that this guy betrayed DM. Alright, I have questions, but I have to follow up. What exactly was this issue? Would you care to elucidate? What exactly was this issue? You weren't there for him. You didn't protect him. You didn't provide. This is King of Pentacles reverse. Now, King of Pentacles upright is all about being a provider, protector, and being stable, constant. So you weren't there for him. You weren't there. Even if you were physically there, you weren't there for him. You didn't protect him. You didn't provide. Yeah, there's a secret here. There is a secret here. I'm getting you a more focused on wine, woman, and song, as we say in the Caribbean. Wine, woman, and song. You weren't there. So there's some kind of secret. And that's the root of his codependency issues. You weren't there for him. You didn't protect him. There's some kind of secret here, guys. There's a secret here. About some kind of abuse. Verbal abuse maybe by the mom. Maybe the mom was verbally abusive and the dad wasn't there to protect him. The dad was just there providing finances. That's what I'm getting. It looks like the mom was abusive and the dad wasn't there to protect him. The dad was, running woman. DM Senior, what was DM like as a child? We have Hermit in reverse. We have Nine of Cups in reverse. We have Page of Swords in reverse. And we have Seven of Swords upright. He was very outgoing and outspoken, but he always had insecurities about himself. About who he really was inside. So he never really spoke much and he never really expressed himself. He always wore a mask. He always wore a mask. And he used to tell a lot of lies. He hid a lot of things from people. He was never his authentic self. Lord, what are we getting into? And what were you like as a child? What was your childhood like? DMC, what was your childhood like? Guys, this is going kind of crazy. You had some kind of injustice done to you too. We have Justice in reverse. I'm feeling really sad, man. We have Emperor in reverse. Some kind of shit. King of Cups. A Nine of Pentacles in reverse. He had something he has some kind of injustice done to him too. Something with maybe an overbearing father or controlling father. And that's why he learned to keep all his emotions inside. And that is the root of his codependency. So it really is generational. Let me pull some cards on that Justice in reverse. Something very painful. Yeah, something very painful happened to him as a child. By his father. The father didn't provide. And this is the root of his insecurities. And this childhood is something that DM Senior can't seem to get over. He's carried this injustice with him, replayed the cycle with his son, and is still toting around this baggage. Tell us about this Emperor in reverse. So it looks like DM Senior, that his parents were married, but it was like a financially unstable situation. There was no love in the household. And his father was also a philanderer. And exerted his power. Yeah, wasn't committed to the family or the mum. Kept his feelings inside. Yeah, look at it, codependent. So this is something generational. DM really is transmuting generational karma. He is changing the story of the trajectory of his bloodline. This is sad. What are your views on feminine energy and women? We have Six of Swords. Moving on. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I'm saying, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Six of Swords. The devil. They're just a container for lust. They're the devil. They're just temptation. That's what I'm hearing. Women, feminine energy is just temptation. Keep it moving. You have judgment. Seeing things from a higher perspective. Being judgmental. I'm going to pull a card on this one. And we have Eight of Wands. I'm hearing they talk too much. Okay, let me see. What's this judgment here? We have Death. Again, keep it moving. And then conflict. It's like you have to keep your distance. And this Eight of Wands. Secrets. Some kind of decision. Karmic Reading in reverse. Commitment in reverse. So whatever your this is movement. Whatever your movements are, you keep it secret from them. You don't tell them your movements. You just keep it moving. So I'm getting that it's like women or feminine energy is less than human. Like they're not your equal. You're not your equal. What are your views on relationships? They're about economic stability. That's what he's saying. Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's all their economic stability. Economics. It's all about money. Seven of Wands, being guarded. Guarding your heart. And Seven of Cups reverse. What's that? What does that mean? What's the Seven of Cups mean? Ending a cycle. Spirit, make it plain. I don't understand. Queen of Cups. And okay. Finding someone to settle down with. It doesn't necessarily have to be for love, but for children. Let me ask a question. Spirit, what kind of wounding is this guy tilting around? Because these are some interesting views. What's the wounding that he's tilting around here? He has a lot of guilt. All right, we're going to clarify. We're going to see guilt about what? Verbal abuse. So again, he too came out from a verbally abusive family. What else? Fair. Well, we saw that we have two cards that say fair. And we have blame. All right, let's clarify. This is just not going the way that I expected. And what's the guilt that he's carrying around? We have family. Something related to the family. He was trapped in fear. What's this? He was a philanderer. Okay, so I'm getting that he was a philanderer and wasn't there for his family. What's his fear? It's like he's still at that point where he's this child that's being abused because there was something that happened in his childhood. So he has this childlike view of the world. A fear of abandonment. He also has a fear of abandonment. And what's his blame? He has a lot of depression that he wants to release. He wants to release this blame. Something dealing with DM's mom just now. It's like he blamed himself for not expressing his emotions to DM's mom. That's so weird. And he felt like he should have taken a leap of faith. I don't know if the connection between he and DM's mom was very strained. Or maybe he released the relationship and he blamed himself for leaving. And there's so many weird messages that are coming out. What's your opinion of this soul connection? Or rather, let me rephrase that. What was your reaction when DM first told you about this soul connection? We have Magician. We have Two of Swords. We have Karmic Wheel. And we have Nine of Swords reversed. Let me see what this Nine of Swords reversed is about. The Karmic. And this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Whoa. Oh, you're the one that told him to do that. All right. So, and why you have the Magician here? Oh, I get you. All right. So when DM first told you about this You told them that this person was practicing witchcraft on DM, right? So you told them that you were practicing witchcraft, that you're a witch, um, told them, you know what, forget about this connection and manifest a new beginning for yourself, because DM was conflicted and you were conflicted too. So you told DM, commit to the karmic. The other one, you told DM, commit to the karmic. So what do you think about this soul connection now? Nine of Wands reverse. Four of Cups. Ten of Wands reverse. Let me see. You're still thinking that he should turn his back on this connection and don't fight for it, because he has a lot of responsibilities already and he needs to be strong and shoulder his responsibilities. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah, shoulder his responsibilities with the karmic. That he just needs to be strong and suck it up. Okay, guys, it's been a long interview already. I'm going to go to the extended and ask him what's his opinion of the karmic relationship. And there are a lot of other questions that I'm going to ask as well. What's happening in DM's life right now? How he feels about the karmic, how he feels about the karmic situation, although he just told us, right? What has DM told him about this connection? And how does he feel about DF? And what's his advice going forward for the soul connection? This has been a strange interview. Unexpected, kind of heavy. There's a lot of things to unpack here. All right, so see you in extended, guys. If you can't join me in extended, please press the like button. I'm just so confused. I'm sorry. Press the like button, dislike button, whatever you want. Okay, guys, I can't even talk right now. All right, guys, take care. Bye.